girls and tanks. When I think about those two things together, I don't usually think of anything good. Never really expect anything good out of tanks to begin with, and women are kind of awesome. Smile. But that's besides the point. Today, I'm gonna be talking about the way I feel about Girls Und Panzer. I finally got around to watching it, and okay. So you might be like, okay, Spinal, why did it take you so long to watch an anime that came out in like 2012? Okay, the reason is one, in like 2012 I was like 8 and didn't even know what anime was. 2, I'd only ever seen it through memes, so, and by memes I'm talking about the specific That's My Mutual image with what's her name? Is it fucking Akiyama? I think that's right. I might be right. I think it's Akiyama. Okay, I was right. It is Akiyama. I'd always saw that meme floating around with the That's My Mutual meme. So I'd always had a feigning, sort of waning interest into it. But I didn't think to watch it. Fast forward to about maybe last year or the year before that. One of my friends mentions it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that anime fucking existed. And so that then leads to this year. I'm reminded of this like a month, 2 months ago, 3 months ago now. And I'm like, oh yeah, you know, while I work and take my breaks, I can just fucking watch anime, seeing as I can just sit down and watch a couple episodes before I have to get back to it and do it. So I thought, alright, why not start with Girls Und Panzer? And I actually enjoyed it. I didn't think I would enjoy it. That's the thing. I honestly thought it would be kind of boring, but I think that's because of my mindset back then. And I say mindset back then because as a, like what, 14, 15, 16-year-old teenage male, black male, you're sort of incentivized to go after like the shonen-esque animes. You were never really told to like enjoy the more slower paced slice of life animes. I started breaking out of that mold at a certain point with Non Bayori. I do remember that. God, I remember that. That would have been what, 2018, 19, one of the two. So that would have been about 14. That's besides the point. So it was kind of hard for me. I like that, but when it came to other animes and stuff like that, similar to that, or just sort of no real shonen-esque battle, shonen-esque type shit, it was kind of hard for me to get into it. So I didn't know if I was going to like this or not. As I grew, I kind of did learn to adjust to this, and I do think this is more my speed now. I'm not really a battle guy. I think stuff like this is kind of cool, but I'm a lonely man, so slice of life helps me pretend I actually know what it's like to have friends. But yeah, I didn't expect to like it that much, and it honestly was pretty good. I felt like the story surrounding it was good. You know, it's do I have to? I don't have to. I'm not gonna include spoilers for a fucking almost a decade old anime. So like, yeah, I'm not including spoilers in that. But you know, it's all surrounding this like tournament, and they gotta win the tournament. And it's revealed later on that they have to win the tournament, otherwise their school will be shut down. And I'm like, all right, that's a reasonable sort of stake to put out there, even though it's introduced later on. You know, it makes sense as to why, you know, they're pushing so hard to win this. And I'm like, all right, so I think the story's good. You know, learning to do things your own way is a really good story all the time, and trusting in your friends and your own way of thinking and stuff like that is really awesome and really cool. That was nice. I appreciated that. Character wise though, I mean, I think most of the main cast was fine. I don't really have a favorite out of them, despite everything, to be quite blunt. I mean, the one who like fucking was always tired. What's her name? It started with Mako. I can't remember her last name. I think that's her first name. She reminded me of myself, and the only reason why I say that is because I used to be tired of shit at school too. I did good. I always did good in class, but by God, I would always like fall asleep and just wing that shit. So that was I guess I would say she was like the closest to my favorite. The rest of them are kind of just there, other than like Nishizumi, the main girl. You know, she's the main character, so it's like, of course, I feel like we're more talking about her. The rest of them are kind of there, and I mean they have their little bits, like the flower girl, the girl with the flower arrangement, the girl who does the flower arrangements, and her mom like sort of not falling for this whole like, oh, you're doing. She's not vibing with the girl doing tank things. Girls should do girly things like play with flowers, you know. But she comes around and realizes that she's building her own style, which is like why I said that, you know. So I like that. I mentioned Akiyama because of the meme. She was okay. I don't really have any strong feelings of her. I see why she's like a sort of fan favorite, I guess. I see why. I'm also not a big fan of tanks, so that was kind of the part where I was like, listen, I know it's girls and tanks. Yes. I was really only there for the girls, not gonna lie. The tanks are kind of secondary. The battles were good. I thought they made sense, and it didn't come off as like some like out of nowhere pulling some shit out of nowhere to win type shit. It honestly felt like it could believably make sense. So yeah. I was gonna say something about the cast. Oh, the main cast is like okay. I do feel like the supporting cast in terms of like the other teams don't like actually get much of like a spotlight, sort of say. Now, to clarify, I haven't watched like any of the movies or OVAs or whatever yet. I plan on watching those when I get the time to. So maybe that'll change when I watch that. But I was kind of hoping they would like not really delve into it, but more so address them instead of just having them sort of be there, I guess. You know? I felt like there were some of them that could have been like really good. I mean, they technically have like sort of arcs. I mean, I can think of I don't remember their names, but they were like the freshmen. The freshmen sort of went from like being like these meek scaredy cats to like actually at least trying, and that was kind of cool. But it's like there's glimpses of that, and it's like I feel like they could have delved into that more. But that's why I say I don't know if they do in like the movies and stuff. The rival schools honestly got a little more depth than the supporting cast, but like the supporting team, that was good. Honestly, I'm not complaining about that. I think it's good to have them sort of pinpoint like how they play and the way their personality and stuff like that. The American one. The American one. I like the American one. I don't remember her fucking name. I'll pull up a picture of her or whatever. I don't remember her name. I'll post it or whatever. I liked her because she sort of sported the same mindset I have, and like a first sort of shit. And it's like I'd rather play fair and win than like fucking cheat, you know. So it's like the way she sort of approached that, even though she ended up losing. I mean, hey, I'd rather lose fair and square than lose cheating. Hell, lose cheating is like a worse way to go out. So that kind of won me over with her. The British ones I don't have much to say about them. They're British. And then there was Pravada. I remember their name the American one was Saunders. The British one was Saint Gloria, one of the two. But I remember Pravada, and it's entirely because of the little commander. It's you, little commander. I thought the bit with her constantly wanting to be taller than everyone was kind of funny. That was awesome. She's alright. She was cool. Yeah, and then the last one they faced with against is like the Black Forest, Black Forest. It's the one with her older sister, the main character's older sister. I thought that was intriguing only because it's a battle of siblings. That's always cool to see. Battle of ideologies, battle of siblings. I just got my tinnitus is acting up. I'm hearing a ringing in my ear. Give me a second. Okay, my ears are back. Okay, I think that's always cool when it's like a sort of sibling rivalry-esque thing, different perspectives-esque thing. You know, and she gave her respects after the older sister. I don't actually. I know the main character's name is Miho. I don't remember what her fucking sister's name was though. Damn, I really can't remember. Damn. Anyways, you know, she gives her respects, and that's like cool and all. I thought that was sweet. Then it ends with them like writing goals, celebrating that they won, that their school's gonna be saved. So that was cool. I mean, yeah, I think that's all I have to say about it. I know it's not much of a review-ish thing. I'm not a intellectual, to be quite blunt. So it's hard for me to sort of elaborate on how things sort of made me feel and what I specifically liked. I just liked aspects of it, and I know I liked them. I just can't really point it out, but I tried my best to expand this as best as I could in my head. Yeah, I plan on watching the movies and the OVAs, and hopefully they give me what I want, which is more look into the side characters and I guess just more of it all. You know, I'd really like to see more of the side characters, more into them. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we can at least expand them a bit. It doesn't have to be too much, but we could expand them past them just having the one note traits. You know, oh, the volleyball club is a volleyball club, and no, the mechanic club is like really good. It's like we could, and the freshmen are really. You know, we can look past that and go deeper and try to like sort of delve into it. Maybe I don't know how I'd word it. My cats. Hey, come here. Go sit down. Just walked off my lap. Yeah, but that's what I'm hoping for. That's all I have to say about that. If you like this, let me know. Do let me know in like the comments or just like the video. Tell me in the comments would probably be better, but you could also like the video. That would help a lot. And share it. That would also help. Cause I was gonna do this for I watched the movie Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance. And I thought that was really good. I was thought about doing it for that because it actually made me sort of have a more dilemma-esque thing, you know. And I don't know if people would be willing to hear me yap about like the movies I watch and shit, because most of the movies I watch aren't some like deep psychological philosophical shit. They're kind of just movies, and I'm not really a intellectual when it comes to that. And by intellectual, I mean like I don't try to overanalyze movies and shit and like, oh, but this doesn't make sense because like I don't care to do that. I'm just here to have fun. But if you would like to see that, that would be cool, and you should let me know. Okay. That's all for today. I'll see you the next time. See you the next time. Why did I say it like that? I'll see you next time, whenever that is. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Rampage.